Hello, everybody. Today we're going to open up a pack of 1983 Donruss. Looking for Ryan Sandberg, Tony Gwynn, Wade Boggs. Any one of those top three would be fantastic, or any of the Hall of Famers of the time. We'll also do a deep dive on one of the cards that we find in here. So let's get into it. All right, here we go. I love the Donruss look. I don't know. This year is when they started becoming better. Before this, they were kind of garbage, if you know what I mean. Oh, thought that was going to be Cal Ripken right on the front, but we got Rich Dahr, Craig Reynolds in his batting helmet. Well, Kent Herbeck, we'll put him up, I guess. Oh, look at that, Pete Rose. That's a nice one. Rest in peace, Pete. Roger LaForce. Renee Martin. Oh, Bruce Hurst. I love Bruce Hurst. He was an awesome Red Sox. I'm going to put him up. Dick Williams. Hall of Famer, Dick Williams. Maybe we'll talk about Dick Williams. I don't know. Oh, Dick Williams has fallen over. Mike Fischlin. Ken Landreau. Billy Buckner. We've done deep dives on Billy Buckner. This is a pretty good pack. Wayne Gross. Tom Brookins, Joaquin Andahar, and then we end with a Diamond King of Jim Sundberg. We'll put up the Diamond King. All right, well, let's look at Dick Williams. Why not? Manager, Dick Williams, doing a deep dive. Here we go.
Time for a deep dive, time for a deep dive, time for a deep dive on Rob Opens Works.
Dick Williams was a master strategist and motivator, and he is celebrated as one of the most impactful managers in Major League Baseball history. His career spanned decades, lots and lots of decades, and he left his mark on every team that he managed, influencing generations of players and coaches. Now let's explore his journey from a player to a Hall of Fame manager. You can see right here, record as manager, and then his playing career is also there, 51 to 64 on this card. He was born in 1929 in St. Louis, Missouri. He was raised in California, and he played a lot of sports before focusing just on baseball. He was signed to the Dodgers in 1947, and he began his career in sort of a transition time for the game. He debuted in the major leagues in 1951 as an outfielder and third baseman with the Dodgers. He also played with the Baltimore Orioles, Cleveland Indians, Kansas City Athletics, and Boston Red Sox. Right here we have an example of his 1959 Topps baseball card. One of the cards I have in my collection. Although he was never a star player, he was known for his managerial style even in his playing days. He ended in 1964 with a .260 career batting average over 13 seasons. He started managing in the minors, and his success quickly emerged. In 1967, he took over a struggling Boston Red Sox, a team that had finished in ninth in the American League the previous year. He implemented a no-nonsense approach and a keen understanding of the game. The results were dramatic. It is known as the impossible dream. Red Sox won the AL pennant in 67. That was their first postseason since 1946. And though they did end up losing to the St. Louis Cardinals in a hard-fought 7-game World Series, Williams was universally praised for orchestrating one of the most remarkable turnarounds in Major League Baseball. Williams' tenure with the Oakland Athletics is perhaps his most iconic chapter. Joining the A's in 1971, he inherited a talented but volatile roster. Under his guidance, Oakland won back-to-back World Series championships in 72 and 73, and known for his strategic brilliance and ability to manage egos, Williams thrived despite frequent clashes with the owner, Charlie Finley. The A's of that era were a colorful, sometimes chaotic team, but Williams proved the steady hand they needed. He was unafraid to make bold moves, whether it was calling for unorthodox defensive shifts or pulling pitchers early, which was against the conventional wisdom of letting pitchers pitch the entire game at that time. After parting ways with the A's, Williams continued to demonstrate his managerial success. He led the California Angels, Expos, Padres, Mariners, and he often improved the fortunes of those struggling franchises. His most notable post-Oakland achievement came with the Padres, which he guided to their first ever National League pennant in 1984. He was a meticulous planner who demanded excellence. He was known for a tough love approach, holding players accountable while earning their respect. Over 21 seasons as a manager, he compiled a 1,571 to 1,451 record, earning Manager of the Year honors multiple times. He was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2008. Well, in conclusion, Dick Williams was more than just a successful manager. He was a figure in baseball history. His ability to inspire players, adapt to changing dynamics, and outthink opponents has cemented his reputation as one of the greatest minds in sports. Whether leading underdogs or realigning dynamics, Williams' influence is felt in every dugout where strategy and leadership intersect. Well, hope you enjoyed this deep dive into Dick Williams. Please hit like and subscribe.
Time for a deep dive, time for a deep dive, time for a deep dive on Rob Opens Works.